It suddenly felt like her lonely world is finally starting to move again. Benlira is stunned. What's a kid doing here alone late at night? But instead of screaming and running, the kid does the unthinkable. She grabs Benlira's face and squishes it. With stars in her eyes, she shouts, "It's a talking skeleton." The kid keeps messing with her face, so Benlira finally has enough. "Stop," she says. "You're the first kid I've met who didn't immediately run away screaming." She asks him, "Didn't anyone teach you to be scared of things that aren't human?" The kid just smiles and says, "I was taught not to judge based on appearances." Benlira grumbles that her century-long emo moment has been totally ruined by this weirdo. The kid is buzzing with excitement. "Master, what are you?" She's an imperial messenger, but right now she's guarding this mountain with a cursed sword. The kid's eyes go wide. "The Emperor's messenger? You must be super strong." Benlira brags that her job is super special, tapping her sword until it glows with dark energy. She flexes her necromancy skills, summoning a small purple creature from the ground just to show off. The kid is completely blown away. "Wow, Master, you're so strong," she says, kneeling down. With total conviction, the kid bows and says, "Please take me as your disciple. I want to get strong too." Benlira just chuckles, saying, "Oh, I was getting bored with this daily routine anyway. But no thanks, it's a bother," she finishes. She immediately starts shaking Benlira, calling her a stingy, heartless skeleton for turning her down. The kid is still pouting as Benlira repeats, for the 10th time, "I am not a master." The next day, Benlira is trying to get some peace and quiet. Suddenly, the kid sprints past, screaming her head off and startling the poor skeleton. Benlira asks if she's ever going home, but the kid drops a bomb. "Don't worry about that. My house burned down and my parents died. My mom told me I had to get strong to survive on my own, so I have to become strong." She looks back at Benlira with a determined grin. "You understand, right?" And suddenly, a vision of her dear friend the hero flashes before her eyes. She lets out a long, defeated sigh. "Fine, I'll teach you swordsmanship," she says. The kid is ecstatic. "Really?" "Yes," Benlira says, striking a pose. "It's not befitting of a strong woman to refuse a child." The kid is stunned. "You were a woman? Ouch." And so, the training arc begins. We get a montage of sparring, napping, and practicing. Their days are full of hard work, running from bigger summons and sometimes griefing innocent travelers. Through it all, the two lonely souls form an unbreakable bond. The years pass. The child grows stronger, her movements becoming swift and precise. She is no longer just a kid with a stick. She's a skilled swordswoman who can actually keep up with her master. 11 years pass and we see a figure swimming in a forest lake. Benlira shows up with dinner. "Kid, let's eat." A voice replies, "Oh, master," and a beautiful young woman emerges from the water.